Nick Castellanos on deck for the Padres. This one popped up. Under it. And that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now here is Andy Paz. Kicks and fires. And there's a foul ball. And a 1-2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Next offering is downstairs.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Popped up. Cronenworth hooks it away. 1 down. Now Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodgers down by a pair at the top of the 5th. Swings and misses. 1-2. The line of the pitch. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. To hit. Strike 2. To third, Machado zips it across. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Number 70 gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So here's the Padres DH, Nick Castellanos. In the air, right side. Tucker on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. So digging in now for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. Next offering is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 78 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Dwyer, a left-hander, also throwing. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. Play is made, 2 out. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And now the lefty. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Three up, three down for San Diego. They're up 2-0. And we're back. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
The line to kick the pitch. In the air to left, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, so I don't think that one will disrupt the momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard. Lead-off hit, and they're coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
3-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Got him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter who's known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. He's probably done in the next couple of hours.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Late that time, it's strike 2. Down to the third, swing and a miss. Got him. In and over on the strikeout. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Ramon Laureano. The wind to the pitch. Fly ball down the line. And a foul ball. And the pitch. And that's down and away. Movement in the bullpen. Lake trying it. Looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. The 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground, right side. Freeman takes it to the bag. One away, bottom of the 6th.
The batter, the catcher, Luis.
Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith makes the grab for the 2nd out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Alexander to the plate now. He played in the Seoul series to open the 2024 season.
Such a cool experience for both teams, Boog. For Bogaerts, it was the 5th country he's played in since joining Major League Baseball. He had the chance to play in the London series with the Red Sox in 2019 and in the Mexico City series with the Padres in 2023.
2 down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizing this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Max Muncy at the dish.
Max Muncy.
Next offer in there for a strike. And a count 1-2.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Two down. Down the line. Got a foul ball. Right-hander kick steals. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you get the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts him on their heels.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now,
Just kept it simple. Very comfortable with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Andy Pajes, the next to hit. The tying run at the plate. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Raises the bender for the strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break what the Radcliffe does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the bat alive.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Set for the last half of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. That's out to center field. Pajes brings it in with a nice running grab.
the third baseman is number 13.
And now it's Manny Machado. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one inside. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one just misses. Counts full, 3-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
One down, base is empty. Bounce to the left side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. One gone, runner at Machado leads off first with one away. Here's a 2-2. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Pajas under it. Makes the grab. And there are two down. And here is Nick Castellanos. Two outs.
No. 2-1.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Well left for San Diego, but they're on top 2-0. We go to the 8th. Now it's Mookie Betts. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Nick Pivetta won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. A new pitcher in the game, Bradley Rodriguez.
72.
And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. Turns and fires to Betts. Bounced out to short. Jump throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
The effort was there with the jump throw. He got a lot of it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Stepping in, Freddie Freeman. Tying run at the plate. Freeman hits it in the air. Laureano settles under it. And out number 1 on the ground. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. And the right-hander deals. Oh, no, he dropped it. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith.
He's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
That one missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one got a piece of it.
Well, there's no hiding in this spot. Bases loaded now, and no more wiggle room for any more mistakes like that.
One down at the plate. Shohei Ohtani. Double play ball to second. Cronenworth over to second. First ball beat.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Muncy to hit. Two on, 2 outs. Pitch misses. The count now 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Kyle Tucker up next for the Dodgers. 2 outs. Well struck deep right field. Way back and out of here. A gigantic blast. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 4-2. That sound you hear is every writer in the press box smashing the delete button on their keyboards.
Talk about flipping the script, Boog. This story was set up for a different type of finish. Now, who knows how to win? Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was
very patient. The pitcher on here, Jeremiah Estrada.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And next for LA, Kyle Tucker. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. 1-2. And it skips in the dirt. Activity in the bullpen. David Morgan up and throwing. Miller warming up as well. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. Big 3-run shot for the Dodgers. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. Listen up out there, blasting off into a galaxy, free falling daydream, eyes like a laser beam. There must have been a reason. Back now to pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Alex Vesia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Left-hand hitter waits. Fastball for a strike. And the count's even at 2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here's down, nobody on. That one the other way. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second. The next up for the Padres. The lefty ready and a ball. Base now. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. They trail by one. Well, he gets it down with good speed to get the line across. Really lifts him to stay up the middle of his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here comes Sander Bogarts. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for. The other way. Gets down base hit. The throw in. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there. Coming back in that at-bat.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Rolled over to third. On the run, throw to first. They cut the out. And that does. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now, Andy Pajes.
The center fielder, number 44, Andy Pajes.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
He was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That splitter out of the hand. It just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split-fingered fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Righty to the plate. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But right there it did.
So digging in, Freddie Freeman. And another ball. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. There's the strike. Bounce to the right. And that chance handled. The throw to first. And Freeman is retired. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Part of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Padres 3. Edwin Diaz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. You see a pretty high turnover rate because every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you run a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
No outs. Runner at first. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. With the winning run at the plate in the last half of the ninth inning. And another ball. 2-2 down. On the ground. Finds his way through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second down with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, right? It kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do on the team where it's placed in different spots. It's just nice. Really important back coming up now.
Nick Castellanos, the next up for the Padres. Not close with that one. 2-1.
They're playing pressure. Quality at bats, quality swings right now. And see this offense doing it one man to the next. Showing a lot of fight right now. They're making it difficult. Back into this bullpen to close out this game.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. One runs in.
This situation, this guy's looking to put the play in the hole somewhere. He did exactly that. Drives into a very cool walk-off hole.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, called fast, and they call it often. Very difficult to pick up on this game.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. The pitch. Fall off foul. And the pitch. On the ground. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. One up, one down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, they're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, look, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
One out, base is empty. Not even close there. And now 3-2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Here's Manny Machado. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 1-2. Belton fires. Swing and high fly ball deep left field. Way back there. And that one is out of here. And they add a pair. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Such an incredible swing right there on that breaking ball away. Did an incredible job of keeping the hands back, letting it travel. And boy, he just hammered that. Recognized the break. And man, this guy kept his front foot down. Weight didn't transfer until the exact time. An excellent backspin to carry it over the fence.
Two runs across in the inning, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
That one's in there. And the count 1-2.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Struck out. The two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And today's starting pitcher, Michael King.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Kicks and deals.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that one hit to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second. The second.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Just missed. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Two now. Right side. Tatis after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
The catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Bounce to third. Whips it to first. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Boog, I don't think anyone was shocked when Yamamoto signed with Los Angeles. He joins a long list of pitchers who signed with the Dodgers out of Japan, following in the footsteps of Hideo Nomo, Hiroki Kuroda, and Kenta Maeda.
The 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first baseman, Gavin.
Next for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. And he deals. That one ran inside, almost got him. Two and one now. Looked like it was a little bit up. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. Can't glove it cleanly. To first. And he just gets it there in time. One away. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, the 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. The Rays used him that way.
Really consistent release play. He's been able to pick up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Luis Campusano, the next to hit. Late that time, it's strike 2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Blasted it right past him. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Shohei Ohtani. misses, and that's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The 2-2 on the way. And down on strikes. And 1 out now.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when 2 strikes, you just struggle to the play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. Some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Here's Muncy to hit. And it's strike 2.
1-2.
Righty to the plate.
Did he
Muncy
swing?
checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing.
2
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Kyle Tucker. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. So they go quietly there. We play 2 full. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. And another ball.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Laureano comes up to hit. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado now. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Pages under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Set for the bottom of the third, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. And a pitch. That one ripped the foul. That's off the mark, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Dives and makes the catch. And wow, what a great diving catch, Ziggy. StatCast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
But that's just a big part of this game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfect.
The Padres up by 2 here in the last half of the third. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Loves it on the dive from his knees. The throw. Throws it away.
Sometimes even worse. You think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden, get another out again, and the offense has a great opportunity. They're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for it.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 2 outs. Foul ball there. And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. 3 innings complete. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing.
Going, yeah, we in go mode. Going, yeah, we in go mode.
Yeah, we in go mode, never going slow mo.
Going, we in go mode. Going.
As we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Comes at 2-2. And another ball. Tatis waits. Down the line. And that's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Here's the kid, Jackson Merrill. His first major league hit happened in Korea during the Seoul series with the Padres.
Nearly 7,000 miles away from his hometown of Baltimore. He had to travel across the world for his first career hit, but I think that makes it even more special, Boog. What a cool moment that was for him.
Up and in, now 3-1. Right side, and foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. And he walked him.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Kicks and fires.
Where the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next offering misses. 2-2.
Really good tee, especially with 2 strikes.
Yamamoto checks on first. Merrill gets back easily. Merrill over at first with 1 away. That missed by a lot, and it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a
runner takes off. Ground ball left side. Muncy sends it to first. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion. And here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. Runner at second, 2 down. Late on that fastball.
never got back to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, driving that run.
They missed, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1 left for San Diego as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 4th, Miguel Rojas on the line. Pitch. Right through there for a strike.
It's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fly ball to right. Tatis drifts towards it. Balls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And the righty deals. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch out there. 2 away.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Rode out of his zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. As a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take. There's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Here's a 2-1. And a swing and a miss there.
2-2.
The Dodgers yet to pick up a hit here. Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And the right-hander deals. Rocket to right field, way back. And they're on the move. It's 2-1.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. He doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the ball, and gets the home run.
2 outs, nobody on. And now it's Max Muncy. The other way, and he beats the shift. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now back. Right
I
field.
really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way. That makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Now it's going to be Kyle Tucker. 2 outs. And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Andy Pajas waiting for a turn at the plate. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pitch. Goes down looking. Not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And the home team down a run.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage till the sun out. Your boy cooked, done blown up. Time to lace my boots and show up. And if you still can't hear it,
we go to the top of the 5th. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. That one ripped. Dives and it gets by. Around first and hustling for second. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He knew he could handle it. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now, Luis Campusano. Man at second. Out to short. In plenty of time to first. One away here in the 5th.
Now batting, shortstop.
It's Xander Bogaerts now.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Righty delivers. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
That one to first. Steps on first for the out. Here's Ramon Laureano. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're at the top of the 5th. This ball's chopped to the ground. Smith gets it to first. That is the 3rd out of the inning. So they work around to lead off double. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers 1. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajas. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1 and 2. Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on being pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Cronenworth over to first, and Hernandez is out.
The batter, the shortstop.
Here's Mookie Betts now. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out. He makes all the plays. And a 1-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Sheets makes the catch, inning over. Dodgers down in order, and they trail it here 2-1. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. That shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
The pitch. There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Next pitch is outside.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Inside, just missed. And that's too high, ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Yoshinobu Yamamoto done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. The left-hander on now, number 70.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And at first, next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Snap throw to first. Tatis back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Tatis runs. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on it, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets in the scoring position.
Man at second. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Down one gone in the top of the 6th.
The bat, number 8, designated hitter.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
The pitch. And that one fouled off. One away with a runner at third. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Time for the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So digging in now for San Diego, Gavin Sheets. That one is absolutely belted. And base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Castellanos on his way to the plate. One cut off to third. And he's in there. A run comes in the play.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Cronenworth now at the plate. And a pitch. And that's the strikeout looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. 2 outs. In the air out towards right center. Pages on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 3 runs on 3 hits. 1 a solo shot. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Padres 5 and the Dodgers 1. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Freddie Freeman. Left-hand batter waits to the right side. To the pitcher covering, but it's off target. They can't make the play.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. That misses, and a count 2-1. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And a foul ball. And he deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be better on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next for L.A., Will Smith. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. At the belt and fires.
And he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first. And they get Ohtani for the out. What a play. Inning over. So the Dodgers lead 1. They're down 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Xander Bogaerts. In there. And so now 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Blake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Dwyer getting loose as well. The shortstop takes the ball. The line to kick the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground, out to short. Sends it across the first. Bogaerts retired. Stepping in for San Diego, Ramon Laureano. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. The pitch. And another ball. The wind of the pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle. No ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Home run, it gets weak when you stand singing the crowd. Your love dogs to me so loud, girl.
Leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
And now the lefty.
Ball.
Pitch misses, and the count's full.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And there's ball 4.
The batter, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And here comes.
Ball 3.
Swings through that. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a pitch. Out towards left center. Hernandez makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. And here is Jackson Merrill, laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Next off, he's in for a strike.
That was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Got him right there. And the inning is over. Padres lead it there. The lead is one. They're 5-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Bradley Rodriguez.
Power slider guy. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Here comes Max Muncy. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
It starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Kicks and fires. This to third, jumps, throws. They get the out on Muncy.
The right fielder, number 30.
And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Out to short. Bogarts handles the chance. Whips it across. And Tucker is retired.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that Henry roll.
2 outs, bases empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pappas. And another ball.
2-1.
And that's in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good call.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. They're down here 5-1.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me.
And we're back. And
off
now the
offense,
DH, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Now here is Gavin Sheets. The 1-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Castellanos aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Sizes this one up. And there's one down. So man aboard, Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Liner, base hit. Castellanos headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so two runners in scoring position and just one out.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out flying and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
One away, runners at second and third. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Kicks and deals. Big swing and miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Second and third, one away. And we're in the top of the 8th. Next one misses, and the count is 2-2. That's to third. Play to his knee. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
To his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
That's a base hit. Here comes Cronenworth around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On top of everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he made it out front for the line drive out.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Now the left fielder, Ramon Laureano. Swung on, belted. Hernandez 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 7 and the Dodgers 1. Now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jeremiah Estrada.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball a little more straight and velo to it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tatis drifts towards it, puts it away for the out.
The first baseman, number 5.
Right to the top of the lineup. And the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
The Padres up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 7-1. We go to the 9th, leading off Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
And Manny gets a piece. Righty to the plate. That one just misses. Next pitch is inside, and now it's 3-2. Now a fly ball to right center. Tucker should have it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now back, right field.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third, Muncy. On the run, sends it over to first. And they take care of Tatis for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And a pitch. That one way inside. That's to third. To first. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Padres 7 and the Dodgers 1. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. In the air, left field. Right there is Laureano. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down.
The batter, the catcher.
He's 2 outs away. And up next for Los Angeles, Will Smith. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. And a base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice line drive to the left side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now Shohei Ohtani. The count 2-1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's one. Ow! A double play to end it.
Side relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Look at what we passing up. We just turned the strip into a fashion show.